All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome in. So, as we all know, Derek Carr is currently visiting the New York Jets today, tomorrow, this weekend. I mean, this news is massive. It's frankly rare to see a guy like Derek, a franchise quarterback in my eyes, out on the open market, having essentially a head start over every other free agent out there. I mean, this is absolutely insane, and he is meeting with the New York Jets currently. Maybe not right this second because I'm filming this extremely early in the morning, but probably by the time you're watching this, Joe Douglas, Derek Carr, Robert Saleh, Nathaniel Hackett, Todd Downing, they are all meeting in Florham Park at the facility. Insane to think about. Absolutely insane to think about. Now, Ian Rapoport did provide a new updated timeline on what Derek Carr is going to be doing over these next couple of weeks. So, according to Rapoport, it's not looking like a deal is imminent. It's not looking like something is going to get done this weekend. It's looking like Derek wants to really take in this process, field offers from different teams, really see what everybody has to offer here from, numerous standpoints, from an offensive system standpoint, from a weapons/defense or defensive standpoint. What does the coaching staff look? I mean, there's so many different variables with city and whatnot. I mean, this is a massive decision for Derek, so I don't mind him taking his time and really leaving no stone unturned, if you will. But Rapoport did throw out some pretty interesting dates here. He does want to make a decision before legal tampering, March 13th. He also said that look to the end of February, or right around that time of the NFL Combine, which ranges from February 28th through March 6th. That's going to be kind of the timeline where things are really going to start to heat up, and we could pretty much get news at any point in that in that time span here. But look, I got to be honest with you. I know that's the plan. I know that's what Derek wants to do. Frankly, I agree with what Derek wants to do here. But if I'm putting myself in the shoes of Joe Douglas, I am doing absolutely everything I can to keep Derek Carr in-house. If I cannot get him to sign that contract, I want to leave the best possible impression on him, his team, his family. I'm not sure exactly who's all going to be there, but that's what I want Derek to walk away from, right? If he's saying, you know what, I just still want to field offers. I still want to see what's up with the Saints. I still want to see what's up with Carolina, get everything out on the table. It is what it is. But I want there to be a major push, a great impression made by this Jets organization. I want Joe Douglas out last night, rolling out the red carpet, making sure everything looks great, right? Derek Carr, a franchise quarterback, is entering our facility for a visit to potentially sign a multi-year big money deal with us. We have to make sure that he walks away impressed. I know Aaron Rodgers is out there. I know there's been a lot of buzz, a lot of talk about Ryan Tannehill as of late. Jimmy G is still an option, an unrestricted free agent. We'll see him sign a contract after March 13th, right? Or maybe March 13th later in the day once free agency legal tampering opens up. But you guys know what I mean. Yes, there's many options out there. But if I'm the New York Jets, I'm looking at the situation and I'm saying there's only so many seats at the table. There's going to be a team, maybe even two teams, that get left at the altar. Let's just look at the list. By the way, let's not talk about the Texans. Let's not talk about the Colts. Let's not talk about Washington, who's a team that has been public about publicly committed to Sam Howell as the guy next season. I'm not fully buying that right now, but let's just not even talk about them. Let's shorten the list right off the bat. We still have the Carolina Panthers, New Orleans Saints, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Atlanta Falcons, New York Jets, Las Vegas Raiders, maybe Tennessee Titans. That's 7 teams. And Derek Carr is not going to the Raiders. And Tannehill might be released from Tennessee, so he obviously would not sign. The quarterbacks that we talked about before, Carr, Rodgers, Jimmy, Tannehill, maybe Baker Mayfield. That's 4 to 5 guys. We just listed off 6-7 teams here. So if I'm the New York Jets, a team that has so much pressure on them to succeed next season, that doesn't have a solidified option on the roster right now, doesn't have that top end pick to where it's like, you know what, it is what it is. We missed out on all the, great free agents. We missed out on a potential trade, but let's just go draft Stroud. Right, we're not in a position like the Houston Texans or the Indianapolis Colts where they're up near the top of the draft. The Jets have got to land one of these guys. Going back to Derek Carr here, I just think it makes all the sense in the world. I heard a quote the other day from Albert Breer. He said, "Will the New York Jets settle for a double or try to wait and hit a home run later? In my eyes, you're still getting a base hit." At the end of the day, Derek Carr is consistent. He has a great resume. He's a fantastic leader. He is durable. He shows up every single Sunday. He fits what Nathaniel Hackett wants to do. By the way, Carr went 2-0 versus Hackett last season, Raiders versus Broncos. Carr threw for 2 touchdowns, no INTs, just under 500 passing yards. He's worked with Todd Downing in the past for 3 years. Downing in Oakland with the Raiders, 2 years as a quarterback coach, 1 year as OC. We take a look at just those 3 years. How did Derek Carr look? Not only did he just look great, okay, but 2 out of those seasons, Derek Carr would have finished first and second in passing yards in Jets franchise history. 2018, 4,049 passing yards. 2016, just over 3,900 passing yards. And that was when Derek Carr didn't have as much experience. That was when Carr, was still on his rookie deal, drafted in 2014. I don't think the Jets can afford. Yeah, we could afford to miss out on a guy here or there. But look, if I'm Joe Douglas, the first thing I'm doing is I'm rolling out the red carpet. I am making sure that Derek Carr feels like the New York Jets' number 1 choice. This is what I don't want to happen. I don't want Joe Douglas, I don't want Salah Hackett to approach this meeting this weekend with Aaron Rodgers as a topic. I'm not making it known that the team might want Aaron more. Yeah, Derek, you're great, but you're kind of plan B for us. You're kind of the number 2. We want to see what Aaron does. What's he doing? He's doing the darkness retreat. You're here in Florham Park, but we're gonna wait on him. We're looking at Derek Carr. Why is he available? Because he just got kicked to the curb by the franchise that drafted him, a franchise that he absolutely loved in the Raiders. At one point in his career, he said that he was never going to be playing for another team. It was just the Raiders. This guy was committed, and the Raiders and Josh McDaniels basically, they're moving on. Whether it's a money thing, whether it's the relationship between head coach and quarterback, maybe it's a combination of both. Whatever it is, the two went their separate ways. In a sense, Vegas is saying you are not our preferred option. The last thing I want is from Derek going from New Orleans, right, where he spent 2 days there meeting with Dennis Allen. They went out to dinner, toured the facility, all that good stuff. He comes up to Jersey, and the Jets say, yeah, you're not our preferred option either. If Aaron comes up, I don't want the Jets to be beating around the bush. Everybody's walking on eggshells. Make it known. We want you. We believe in you. We can take a look at the going market, right? We want to pay Derek Carr $35 million a season. What does that come out to? 3 years, 105? 3 years, 105. Derek Carr's coming off the worst season of his career, quote unquote worst season. He threw for 24 touchdowns and 14 picks. Just over 3,500 passing yards. That's his worst season since 2014. 24 TDs, 14 picks is his worst season. We can take Zach Wilson's stats from this year and last year, add them to Mike White's stats from this year and last year. So 4 total stat lines. They don't equal 24 TDs. Maybe you want to play it safe and say, hey, Derek, we'll give you $40 million a season. 3 years, 120. Is that too expensive for a franchise quarterback? What is that? 4 years, 160? To me, we're looking at some of these deals, like the Russell Wilson deal, 200 plus. Deshaun Watson, 200 plus. Lamar Jackson wants 200 plus. We could get Derek Carr at 32 years old for a 3-year deal worth, 105, like around the 120 mark. 4-year contract, 150, 160. That's a pretty good deal. Assuming Derek Carr doesn't want to be, he doesn't want to, or he knows that he's not going to become the highest paid player, highest paid quarterback in football. Unless he's coming to the table with some outrageous number. I don't see why the Jets should not match that. I get it. Aaron Rodgers is better than Derek Carr today. I think if you put Aaron Rodgers on this Jets team compared to Derek Carr, I think the Jets might go a little further in the playoffs with Rodgers today, this season. But what happens 2 years from now? What happens 3 years from now? When Aaron Rodgers is debating retirement, maybe he already retired at that point. You're financially locked in with Rodgers post-retirement. It's a strange situation, right? So it's more, do you want short-term success, that 1 to 2 year Super Bowl contender type of shot, or do you want to go for more of the long-term play? Let's get a guy in the building who we feel good about. Maybe he's not going to be a top 5 quarterback, but he could definitely be a top 10 quarterback with the weapons and the defense that we have. I think it makes all the sense in the world. So anyway, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Again, Ian Rapoport with the updated timeline. We're looking at a right around that combine time, February 28th through March 6th, before March 13th, which is legal tampering. So anyway, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, go Jets.